Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. What do you think of the shindigs over here? Never wore this before. You know, a little fancy come at you. A lot of things going on over here. A lot of neck action. Over here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. It was my daughter's birthday. We had a beautiful birthday party. It was out of control. Pretty crazy. I want to see it on Twitter. I got to show it off. It was so cool. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's decalcify that pineal no matter where you are in the world. Let's stay hydrated. Water is the best thing you can drink before you go to bed. When you wake up, I mean, and not too much before you go to bed. You wake up in the middle of the night, have to pee, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Shout out to Crypto Cash in the house. Crypto Cash. We had a miscarriage and lost a child, but you sent us so many nice gifts. So, I don't know. We don't know what to do. We just really appreciate them. And, there's people, you know, we have friends that maybe have a newborn. We can give them if they, you know, people that we know that are expecting. And, you know, I also think they're amazing, but you are such a nice person to have shipped us those gifts. And my wife says the blanket is like something out of this world. She thinks it just, you blew her away, man. I just want to let you know she is so grateful. Tears of gratitude from our family. We greatly appreciate it. You're the best. So thank you for everything. Yeah, means a lot to us. Anyway, let's break it back down and get the music. Shout out to everybody here for Bitcoin as it pumps to the upside. Let's get super excited for Bitcoin making an absolute blast. And look at all that money pouring into cryptocurrency. They know something we don't know, but I'm telling you, we were all over it for Bitcoin to the upside. Shout out to everybody that traded Bitcoin. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. Bitcoin, bang, bang, let's go. And right for that weekly close, booming to the upside. We're going to look at what happened to Bitcoin and some key levels that we've seen. Right now, we're watching the 30-second chart doing some bullish consolidation sideways here. If that continues, there's a chance we squeeze more shorts further to the upside. But the shorts, my friends, they got absolutely squeezed. Short squeezed orange juice for sure on a Sunday. Short squeezed Sunday juice. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all. Look at those beautiful squeezes to the upside there for Bitcoin as we blasted our way to the $28,200 level. You know what's crazy is the high for Bitcoin was what? 28,000 here spot was 28,202 spot, right? But futures, we got a little higher. And my futures trade went absolutely beautifully. Let's talk about the futures trade here for Bitcoin, all right? Absolute beautiful trade for Bitcoin trading here on MEXC, all right? And it was a monster trade. No, not a monster. It was one of the bigger trades that I made trading futures. A beautiful 783% gains. We have now taken the $5,000 account to $6,482. $5,000 has made us $1,400 in about 6 to 7 days of hardcore trading and just in and outs and just grabbing here and there, using all types of leverage with all different types of positions, making sure the risk is accurate. And, you know, if you look at the trade was insane because we sold it at 28,232. Right now we're at 27,939, and the high here was 28,325. We scalped through the wick here. Absolute insanity, but we took this here, the wick to wick, like I teach my students, from wick to wick, and that's where I take my measured move. My measured moves are absolutely insanely accurate because I don't do them like everybody else. Everyone else will teach you, like, draw a straight line and move your line here, and, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I just, even though I was taught a measured move, I just did my measured moves the way I felt them. I can't explain it. Like, I just knew there was a different way to do them. And to me, I know this is going to blow your mind, but because it's always a cup and handle to me. See, that's a cup. I didn't say this to anybody because I don't want to be, but that's a cup, that's a handle, there's the boom. And when I trade cup and handles, I take the wick from the left center to the top. It's wick to wick, and that's how I get an extended move that most people can't get. And that's why I was able to trade this the way I traded it, because of my uncanny, strange price action ability. But here's the other thing. When I traded, and I just made the video about how we traded this and how we talked about the 8-hour time frame, and I went over it, you know. I even talked to CryptoFace, man, my man. God bless CryptoFace and his whole family. What a great person in this entire space. You know what I mean? Like, he makes those big trades. He's he holds the big cojones when it comes to the trade. No, I'm serious. Because, I'm a man of men. I'm a man's man. And, like, I hold respect for that. Like, he holds some heavy weight on his positions. Like, let's get real. Nobody holds the weight like that. But what I want to say is what makes him the coolest dude, though, is his like, his honor, his humble behavior, and his really nice character. Like, for, you know, like, he's the man for his huge trades, but he's even cooler for his awesome behavior and his attitude. Like, he's an amazing person. I want to vouch for that dude. I'll always remember the people that reached out when you're in the lowest of your lows. You'll always remember the people that reached out to you. And, like, I always just see the DM that he sent me, man, and it lit up my whole day. You know, a few weeks after my dad had passed, maybe even the week or two, he said, yo, sorry, man. You know, and I know he had recently lost his mom, and it was very hard for him, too, as well. So I just, you know, man, if you ever see Crypto Face out there, let him know the lifer loves him, man. I think he knows that, but just let him know. He's the man. And I don't know why. I just like talking about people that are nice. I love people. People are great. You know what I mean? So, anyway, there's so many beautiful people in this world. If you let them into your life, you know, and you really truly believe that God made so many special people, then there are so many special people. You know. So watching the 30-second chart for Bitcoin as it just goes sideways here for the night. There's a point of control. If it can get above it, which is sitting at 27,971, a chance Bitcoin can actually, you know, make some bacon on la playa, right? La jamón on la playa. El jamón en la playa, right? I don't know if I'm saying even right. But like jamón, right? Jamón is ham. Ham on the beach, baby. Let's get some ham on the beach. Anyway. Shout out to everybody here. There's so many special people in the 99. Shout out to Crypto Face's character. Shines through in the stream for sure. Sorry, you Sam. Shout out to a lot more crypto in the game. I want a lot of crypto, but I got a lot of crypto, but I want a lot more. A lot more crypto. God bless you. Howtopia, Technisol, Barber Trader Joe, 554 High, Fit for Business, FUD Expert Kyle Vero, Barber Trader Joe, and all the beautiful people here on the live. God bless you all for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. And so I'm just in awe right now. At this point, the whole world knows that I was long. I said it for days. You know, and if you were in my trading group, you heard me like I was long Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, you know. And the reason I was long really was simple to me. Right when we went up here and bounced and then made a few candles, I decided to long. And then the fact that the 4-hour was above the 200 SMA, and I went over this every day to my students and everyone in my trading group and all the time here. I give away everything that I teach, and I show it all the time, whether people believe it or not. And 2777 was a key area. 20 quadruple sevens. See that? Quadruple sevens was a key resistance area too. We wanted to break through anyway, but bit of a cup with a handle anyway, you know. Previous resistance became support. You know, if you just look at that. And, you know, wow. What a move to the upside for Bitcoin. I'm super excited. It's fun to make the call. It's fun to be correct in front of, you know, a few thousand people, let you know that you made the right decision trading with thousands of dollars. You know, it helps the cause. It doesn't hurt, you know. But at the end of the day, it's technical analysis. It's beautiful. You even have a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder breakout, right? And what I'm going to show you a bunch of different things, right? But bam, I mean, here's the trade right here, sitting here. Bang, bang, bang. And that was that 8-hour trade, just absolutely set, ready to rock. 3-to-2 risk-reward ratio. Stop loss could be at 24.4. Take profit can go to 28.8. We're on our way. We've broken through this 8-hour candle. All we had to do was get in. Basically, we started with, okay, we'll pump to the 200. Then once you get above the 200, that's when that's when the big pump happens. So look, you're down here, you pump to the 200, and then the big money comes. You're down here, you pump to the 200, and then the big money comes. You're down here, you pump to the 200, and then the big money comes. What do you think is going to happen here? 1, 2, 3. Here's the 4th time we got back above the 200 SMA on the 8-hour time frame. You know, we'll probably flag out here, find our space, and then we are going to blast to the upside. Shawno, let me post this to you. And remember, I had this all for you, the POC, the value area low. Once you get up a point of control, long that puppy. That's one of my go-to scenarios. So this whole thing screamed along, right? And, yeah, my trading style said it made sense. Said everything was going to make happen, you know. So, slancha, my friends. May God bless everybody here on the live. And thank you so much for coming. 40K, here we come. What a gorgeous 1 hour candle. I mean, that is a boss candle. Like one of the bigger candles we've ever seen on the 1 hour. Right? Boss. And look, what I love about it is what's crazy. Shoulder, kind of head and shoulder. Look, cup with a handle. Bang. You know, Sammy, cup and handy, dude. Right? Measured move this whole length. And that's where we went. I mean, 1, 2, and 3. Wave 1, wave 2, wave... Oh, just so... Oh, man. It's just amazing how we do this anyway. Shoulder, I mean, man. Whatever, people know, I don't even want to take credit for it anymore. People just know if you come to this channel, you're going to get the sauce, man. This morning we talked about it, right? I said, hey, I've been going over the hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day. Telling you that it's likely we're going to get a pump to the upside and we're going to break the high above this high. It tells you you're going to get above this wick. It tells you you're going to boom. That's what it tells you. I went over the fact that the weekly was in a giant double bottom. A giant double bottom, all right? And it's just, I mean, this has just been a fascinating ride. An absolutely fascinating ride. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down tonight. The weekly candle attempting to get above the 200 SMA. Now, if we can't get above the 200 SMA, I'm not going to be that, then it's kind of eh. We got to really close our next weekly candle above the 200 SMA. Did our daily get above it? Look, so the weekly and the daily both capped at the 200. You see that? Isn't that interesting? Exact place to take some profit. You find that? That's uncanny. But the weekly crossing the dotted line, that's usually a great sign when the stochastics RSI cross the dotted line. Nothing's guaranteed, but the MACD turning. Things going our way here on the weekly. All right? So, pretty interesting for Bitcoin. Also wanted to look at maybe like the KuCoin USD chart. Yes, that's an interesting concept too there. I'm just in shock when when I stick to my TA, and because no one knows where price action is going to go, but the probabilities of your technical analysis tell you, this is what's happening, and you stick to it, and man, you come out on top. It's pretty awesome. It's like there's a feeling to it, But again, what I tell everyone is every trader gets a good streak, every trader gets a down streak. You stay hot. And but see, we're above the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. That makes me very bullish. I'm very excited. Above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour chart. Very excited. So let's break it down. Let's talk about the Bitcoin and the weekly candle glow. Let's break it down for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We opened at 26,246.86. The high was 28,190. Wow, and we sold our futures trade at 28,232, a number that doesn't even exist on spot. Unreal. The low was 25,990. So that was the lowest you could have got on the weekly, was 25,990. And the candle would close at 27,993.52. We would go up $1,746, up 6.65%. One of the bigger weekly candles to date. 1, 2, and a tree. Nice pumps to the upside. We've been seeing bull, and bull again at this present moment. They could not get us below 25,000. I felt these were the areas. Remember, you guys saw me buying 26,200, 25,000. I started buying 5,000, 6,000. I dang near bought. I just loaded up on an entire spot BTC down there. Shipped it off the exchange to the hardware wallet there. Shipped it to the hardware. You know, got it off the exchange, shipped it to the hardware wallet, bought my Satoshis, jumped out of there, got it done. You know what I mean? Boston guy. That's the Boston guy, you know. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Yeah, Chris, go to your room. You didn't buy me enough Bitcoin yesterday when I gave you my money. You bought too much ice cream. You didn't come back with Satoshis. Next time I give you my money, buy me some Bitcoin. Come back with Litecoin, Cardano. There's got to be some coins out there that you like, Chris. All right? When I'm in Quahog and I'm hanging out, I watch Bitcoin. And I watch the price. I watch Crypto Lifer. My name's Peter Griffin. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Peter, I told you, my name's Mark Wahlberg, and when I'm out here and I'm doing my thing, it doesn't matter, okay? I can buy Litecoin, I can buy Bitcoin, but I got into Gala. Gala was the thing. You know, Gala's going to be the best thing, you know? Me and Will Farrell, we were doing the other guy. I said, you know what, Will, you did Gator real good. I can do Gala real good. It's going to be fun. We're going to do this together. I played a cop, I played a fireman. I did all different things. I'm a peacock. Let me fly, baby. I can do this. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. October's showing off already on the 1st of October, Pumptober, saying, I'm going to get it done. Not fast, South Boston. Best in, dude, your mom doesn't say. Mark Wahlberg, vibrating. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let me fly, baby. I'm a Bitcoin. Let Bitcoin fly, baby. Let it go. Will Ferrell's the funniest dude. When we were doing the other guys, it was amazing. I mean, get a job selling propane. You're funny. Can peacocks fly, though? No, they can't, dude. That's the thing. That's the thing, right? So let's take a look. Now, as great as this all was, weekly couldn't get above resistance. Right? So like I like to be a realist. So let's break it down. Let's get rid of the moving averages. Let's double talk the talk. Let's look at Bitcoin all by itself here in the price action. Let's take a look at the price action. Funny, it's not making a line where I want to make a line. It's making a line where it wants to make a line. Over here. So we got our real main resistance on the weekly at 30,600, 30,005, 30,640. All right. Next level that I'm very curiously interested in is 29,300. And then the next area is where we're at right now, where we seem to have kind of got a bit of a rejection at 28,000. And I just want to zoom in here and really take a look here. Take a look-see. About 28,000 even. So Bitcoin, resistance at 28K as pure as day. All right. When we go to the USD chart, it is lower, but it's not as low as, I mean, the USDT chart is low, but not as low as the USD chart, which is interesting. You know, because look, buy pressure, buy pressure, buy pressure, buy pressure, buy pressure. I kept saying to people, I see a big move coming for Bitcoin because that's so much buy pressure. And I said it all, you know, and I was surprised we got on the weekend. But again, volatility comes Sunday night into Monday morning. That's where you get your biggest moves. And I also said, look at this. This is really simple to me, but we can do it again together. Price makes a huge pump to the upside. By the time it gets up here, they get people excited, and all the emotions of the people that didn't get in start to boil. And when it gets them, and eventually they boil down and they buy order. Stop loss, 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 right? So they pump the price up a little more, and they get a few more, and they try to get as many people as they can. And then what's going to happen after this big pump? There's a trail of stop losses. So they flush the price down and grab all these stops. When they do that, you have the people that wait too long here, and then they emotionally start getting in here too. And then what do they do? Stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. So then they bring it down a little bit more, and then they flush these guys. And then what do they do? Because the emotions, the same thing, flush these guys. So I knew there was a flush, and there was tons of stop losses up here. You know what I mean? Falling wedges break to the upside, baby. 68% of the time. Like this stuff is all like a snake biting its tail. It's like Nietzsche. It's philosophy. It's man doing his emotional baggage inside of himself over and over again, yet charted out. And when you're a chartist, a technical analyst, you just watch this over and over again. All right? The play on liquidity. It's right here in front of us, right here on the weekly, but everyone is stuck on these daily time frames, stuck on the even you see me on the 5 minute, on the 1, you see us doing all sorts of this. But you got to zoom out too. That's why I always zoom out with you guys. That's why we do the weekly candle close every single week, because we're zooming out. We're taking a look. We're saying, what is happening here? What is going on? Shout out to the 600 and beautiful souls here on the live. 223 likes. Thank you for jumping on it. We've done the weekly candle close all summer, where most people didn't want to show up to this live. They were out partying, but we were here weekly candle closing. Last night we did the monthly candle close. We've been breaking it down for you every single day, baby. We love you. Okay, so Bitcoin has to break back above this level. Otherwise, it could come back all the way down here to support at 26,005. So we're not on the water yet. Bitcoin could easily shred back down before it gets a bigger pump. Does it cup and handle on the weekly? Sammy, cup and handy, and take another 4 or 5 weeks before a bigger pump? It could. If it clears this level in the next 2 weeks or something like that, then you got to be ready for a moon. And this thing could really start getting back to this $30,000 level, and then boom, then you're talking some moon bag. Also, see how these are the high volume nodes, and there's really a smooth sailing move down. When I was explaining this back in the day when I first started using this, they were like, trade this like a ball. If Bitcoin is bouncing and it gets above this, what happens to a ball? If you push it down a hill, it's going to bounce, 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 and it's going to bounce down the hill, right? Shoom, down the... So price action's likely to bounce now. And if you look at it, that's a fun way to look at it, because everyone thinks the market's against you. But if you get to free think things and just realize, no, the market's not against you, and there are times where you're going to pick it right, and it's going to do what you're supposed to. It's going to be fun. Like had you been trading with us and you traded that 8-hour time frame, all right? So let's go back to our weekly, and we're going to zoom in here and really break it down. We're going to look at the S&P, NQ, DXY. Don't worry, we have a lot to cover tonight. Even ETH, BTC is going to be a one, because that's the leading of the altcoins. Will this money trickle back into the altcoins? I believe some will. Some of the altcoins are already starting to take a bit of a move. So 2 months later, I return Ricardo Alameda. Smash the like for the hottest working mentor in the game over here. Shout out to Life Adam. I should have started my ITrust Capital IRA last week. Just didn't find time. Timmy, don't worry. You'll be all right. You're always right where God wants you to be, man. That's how I look at things. And I just gave up on that angst. I get angst, and then I have to take a deep breath and tell myself, Sammy, you're right where you need to be. I didn't buy enough of this coin. I should have got of this. I should have, would have. Sammy, you're right where you need to be. Take a deep breath. Relax. Get yourself in order. And everything's going to be just fine, baby. Everything's going to be just fine. Send in super chats to see your weird coin. Shot going out, baby. Wrenchy T on the house. Shout out to Wrenchy T. Wrenchy, I'm giving you a wrench. Everyone, Wrenchy was one of the first people to ever watch me when I think I had 10 people on the live, right, Wrenchy? Maybe 10. And you don't have, they are in a group and stuff, and you can just be cool and hang out. All right. But Wrenchy was one of the first moderators we ever had back in the day. When I had like 20 people watching me, Wrenchy. Wrenchy was an old school lifer, man, from back in the day. Recently reached out, said what up. And he had some great, he had some really good data back we were getting he loved Polkadot. Smart kid from the UK. Hope you're doing well, Wrenchy. Hope everything's well. Hope we get to meet one day. And God bless you and your family and everybody. Hope, things are going well. The OG lifer, Wrenchy T. From back in the day, man, when this channel was just beginning. I had a lot of people that had faith in me back then. They saw what I didn't see. They were like, Sammy, you're going all the way, baby. I was like, thank you. I said, hey, kid, you're going to take it to the top, kid. I said, hey, you never know. Thanks for being here for us every single day. Sniper Paul, we love you. And it's not over yet. Let's see if we can get a shorter along here. Let's stop talking nonsense and let's break down Bitcoin. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. But I had Wrenchy T just got me thinking of the past, man. Love you, Wrenchy. Cadanas. Go get me a pack of Cadanas and be quick about it. I give you $10. I want $2 change over here. Thanks, Sam. I need to hear that. Happy birthday to your daughter. God bless John Connor. We love you, man. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to the Crypto Cockatoo. Always brings a smile to my face when I say that. Crypto Cockatoo in the house. We got ourselves a fun balloon here. It was a birthday party. It's a real balloon. This is not a graphic. You never know anymore. It really makes a sound, though. All right, sorry. That was just, I got a little, yeah, let's go. Whoa, I'm watching the replay there. That's bugging me out. Oh, my God. Happy to everybody out there. Happy birthday to Summer, Young Queen. Shout out to Stack McChange. God bless you. Wrench Crew Strong. Crypto Bellico. Dimitri. Zlotkanov. Ass Shah, my man. So here's the deal. Let's break it down again. Let's talk about bitty Bitcoin. I like what's going on here on the weekly. Let's zoom into our 3-day chart. So 3-day. Broke through 3-day resistance. We'll have to close the candle. Next bigger area really is, I'd say it's like right there, yeah. All right. So let's talk about it. If we do retrace, where could we find support? 27,158, right? So, because what goes up must come down. It's not always lovely. So 27,158, key area we're going to look for. Okay. The algorithmic bot trader. I'm telling you, man, I trade with the bots. My system it just nails the tops, the middles. It's insanity. Anyway, so the one thing we were talking about the 3-day that I want to just keep pointing out is this swing up to swing up while price action swings down on the RSI. It's called hidden bullish divergence. I've been talking about it since probably about August 23rd. You can go back to the live streams. And I tried to bring it up every single day on the live because I wanted to impound it into people's minds how important the 3-day chart was, how most people aren't paying attention to the bigger time frames, and how most people aren't paying attention to hidden bullish divergence, and how divergences are going to change your life if you let them, and how you got to let them in. You got to become a divergence trader. They have to be part of your repertoire. They need to be in your toolbox. You can't let go of divergences. If you're having a struggling hard time with them, when I first started them, I didn't understand them. I found hidden bullish, and the thing is, hidden bullish was the first one I got, and I never let go. It took me some time to get regular, exaggerate all the other ones, even just regular bullish and bearish. I was like, I get it all now. It makes sense to me, all makes sense to me. So, this is a very strong indicator. It tells you that the price is likely going to go to the upside. Just longing this, and I told you, it's like a 90% accurate indicator. And even if we twist from here, what a beautiful trade it could have given us. But it should tell us there should be some more coming from this. RSI hasn't even come into the dotted line area, right? So we have some legs here for ourselves coming up on this 3-day chart, says the RSI. Stochastic just crossing the dotted line as well, and beautiful candles. And we flip on those moving averages. Getting above the 200 SMA is such a key idea that I talk about. And then can we start closing candles above the 50? And can these get really tight? And then, right, a big move coming. So I really like what I'm seeing here. This all makes sense to me. Everything is falling in exactly into the my analysis. And my analysis is based off of how price action moves on all assets throughout the world. And you probably look at me like this guy's out of his mind, but no, I studied the Dow Jones, I studied the S&P, and they all ebb and flow in the same way. And when you see hidden bullish on such a big time frame, when you get above the certain moving averages, when the VRVP is moving in your favor and you're getting above certain key areas of support or resistance where there's a lot of buy and sell pressure, you start to kind of build a picture that makes a lot of sense. When the stochastics are low and telling you you're about to move, stochastics were low and starting to turn. Everything was there. I had hidden bullish and the stochastics were low. I've been calling longing this whole time, right? So we're going to look for the retest now as we continue to zoom in here, all right? So now let's kind of break down what really happened here. So here's our bigger falling wedge, in my humble opinion, on the daily, all right? And we definitely broke out. We broke above resistance here. And we technically retested there on that 4-hour time frame. And if you remember, I was starting to see this as a cup and handle. Because I was with just a dip that came in and came back out. And then your measured move really could take there. You could even take to there. Both of them are pretty valid. And that says, you know, you're likely to push probably up to 29.6. And there's this gap of the VRVP, you know. So we're going to break down the pullback now. But just, you know, these are the things that I was seeing that made sense to me. All right. And then I zoomed into the smaller time frames to make the entry. And we're going to discuss all this and talk about it together. So remember, there was that point of control at 20,600, 20,060, remember? And it was like, we got to get above it. We hit it for 3 days. We closed the candle above it too with wicks to the upside. Remember these ideas. 1, 2, 3 wicks. When you get wicks to the upside, just like we saw on the weekly, like I just explained, it's telling you there's going to be some type of push to the upside. So now you're looking for wicks to the downside. Now, if the tweezers bottom, like if this daily candle closes red, you're going to get 2 wicks to the downside. That's like this. That's like that. That's called tweezer topping. Okay. One thing I saw, and I saw it, I believe, about a night or 2 nights ago, was a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. And I didn't see it at first with this neckline. And this tells you that you can go from here to here. This also tells you can get right to the $29,000 level. So interesting how everything kind of fits into a puzzle because we live in this math equation that we just can't leave. I find it so fascinating, you know. I don't know how this always happens. So it just, you know, this was all just a, you know. Anyway, bear with me. We are gonna get somewhere here. Just bear with me here. Shout out to the 664 people on the live. It was 677, 271 likes. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. All right. Okay, so let's continue to move here. All right. So we broke this trend line. Here, you know, as good as day. And honestly, I was saying like, okay, we were in this and we broke out, but we broke back inside. You know, and these are these new concept plays that I've been doing, and Bitcoin's been doing these types of things. And then the previous resistance was support on that point of control. Playing the point of control can be so key. So now that we see the daily, we can see we have some daily resistance. So yeah, we're going to run into daily resistance right here at 28.5, like, you know. And we're going to, you know, we're going to look for support here where these two candles closed at 27,700 was a very key area that we were trying to get above. We had some issues about it here. We lost it. We had some issues around it here. We lost it. Got above it, lost it again, bounced off of it there. And so if we can stay above 27.7, I'll be happy. If we lose 27.7, we'll be looking for 27,198. All right. So these are right here and right here are going to be our key areas. Let's zoom into our 4-hour time frame and let's talk about it now. And remember, we kept drawing you this for everybody, and I kept saying this is going to break out, and then I drew this, right? This is what I kept saying. Wick to wick. You know, we're going to get a move to the upside. You know, whether it's there, I'm not trying to, but you know, this was just so textbook. This wick, I guess down to that wick, you could say. And a little bit of a slant. Pretty interesting, right? And that's why I took profits where I did. The wick told me, you know, this measured move told me to get out of them. And that's exactly what I closed the futures trade like into the wick there of a liquidation wick. Unbelievable, you know. It doesn't always happen like that, you know, but if you trade as much as me, I'm sure one time you're going to have an exact perfect trade, like exact in and exact out, and you're going to nail it. So like This had resistance. We came down. I entered the trade, right? Let's actually talk about the trade here and see the entry and exit and all that fun stuff. So the entry was 26,971 and the out was 28,232. Yeah. So because we had bounced here, resistance, we came back down for the bounce and started to make a few candles above. So at this level, at 26,997, I felt comfortable that we had done what's called a support and resistance flip. All right. And we weren't going to go lower than this level. You know, we wicked down, we came back up. And so into this level right around here, I entered the trade. You see? After I had a good amount of confirmation. You know, you can use the 4-hour even better. And so I waited for a few 4-hour candles to close. And I felt like this was the area to get into right here on this candle. All right, and then next thing you know, the trade never really went down. A couple times we were a little bit, you know, sideways, and then boom. What a blast to the upside. I mean, I'm still fascinated. What a trade. And I love it, right? You can see my green arrow, and then there should be a red arrow where I sold right there. Shows you, there's your in. You can see it, like you can see your trade exactly. So I'm in right there. I'm out right there. And again, that's resistance. That was support. You buy support, you sell resistance. Like, this is what an old school 70-year-old trader would do. A guy who trades the NASDAQ for 30 years. You know what I mean? These are the old school rules. Like, I'm just trading the old way, baby. You know? Like, this is how you'll get whipped into shape. So now we have a bearish div on the oscillator. Not on the RSI, though. So I trust it, but not as much as my own divs. Okay? But let's take a look. I mean, we're starting to open up. On the 4-hour, we're away from the 200. I mean the 21. So we got to start kind of looking at the smaller time frames. Right now, it's likely we're going to make a move to the downside. This is where I would pull a fib. And we're looking for a retracement down to the 6182. So we're looking for 27.5. We know if we lose some key areas on the bigger time frames. So let's zoom out and get, because, you know, let's square your head away again. Let's get off the fib for a second because that can get you too excited. So let's slow you down. Bitcoin just broke above this key resistance on the daily, right? At 27,700. So if we can stay above that, great. Let's look for consolidation in this area. And if we can tackle 28.5. So if you break above 28.5, then you're going to look for some type of bullish consolidation. And don't be surprised if we just start making smaller, you know, we're gonna jump into smaller time frames. If we get really bullish, the smaller time frames are just going to consolidate, and there's a chance we could move through the night into tomorrow morning, and we're at 29,000 when we wake up. Because the world's waking up now, and they're like, what happened? Bitcoin, something happened. A bunch of people wanted to buy Bitcoin. They felt the price was good, and it looks like it was the Chinese markets, the Asian markets, but we'll see. I mean, but it happened right as Asia opened up. It looked like Asia bought a lot, you know? So maybe our debt too, you know, the fact that we avoided the debt, maybe it made them want to buy Bitcoin. I can't explain fully what happened there, but, you know. So remember, our 22-hour now getting flatlined. When that happens, usually you're starting to get towards the end of the run, but we could still get some more. You know, if we get above this 200 SMA, it's all about the 200 SMA too. Keep that in the back of your mind, you know. You could just basically not close a long now until you get above that. Or unless you're just trading smaller time frames. But remember, the daily, as long as we stay above 27.7, and if we lose 27.7, you're looking for 27.2. So just write those two things down for now, 27.2, 27.7, and then if you want to find 26.77. So 26.770, 27.200, and 27.770, really. It's like quadruple sevens. So those are going to be key areas. All right. So your best case scenario is somehow you go sideways up here. There's 3 scenarios that are likely going to happen. Four, but you go sideways up here and you stay above the zone, or you make a falling wedge, and either way you come to the 21, and after you do that, you still get a push to the upside. And you just wait for these Stokes to kind of come up or down and do something like this, or come back down and do something like that. But either way, you're looking for price action to play with this 21-day moving average, which is I'll show you. I'll turn it on and off just so you can kind of understand. It's this white one. See how I'm turning it on and off? This white line here. The 21 SMA, simple moving average. You're looking for price action to come back to interact with this. Super important, all right? So your likely scenario is that you go sideways or down to meet the 21, right? Just like here, we pumped up, and I said we either go sideways. Look, we just went sideways, 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 sideways. And what did? We eventually interacted with the 21. Once we got near the 21, boom, an explosive. So I'm all about trading on to the, if you know me and you trade with me, I'm going to teach you the explosion and how explosive the 21 SMA is. If you understand how explosive the 21 SMA is, like, there's really nothing else you need to learn. Like, you just need, and you could place this on any market in the world, and there's ways to play it all different. But this is just, look at this amazing move. Boom. Again, the 2 hour came back to the 21, right? So I'm keep going back, 1 hour. But these time frames now have hit a bit of a resistance. Look, this is where we wicked right here. So I'm going to put that line. So now local resistance is 28,200, right? 28,000. So you can clearly see, okay, we couldn't get above 28 on the local time frame. All right. 15-minute wants to come on down, and it's away from the 21. So you're just expecting sideways price action. And this brings us all the way back to the 1 minute, which is where we were now. And so I just took you from the weekly all the way to the 1 minute time frame. I hope I blew your mind. It was actually a journey and a half. Like, I loved it. I hope you loved it. Thank you so much for coming on. But I had a blast. I hope you had a blast. It was pretty cool, right? No, seriously, whenever I do that, I'm kind of like, my mind sits in awe. I'm just like, we just started at the weekly time frame and we ended at the 1 minute, and it all made sense to me. Like, I have a really good feeling of where Bitcoin is. The levels to watch on the bigger time frames, the local areas we have to watch. And this is, I believe, why we do so well watching Bitcoin. We just put in the work. It's really, give your mind enough data and your mind's going to be good at this stuff. But if you don't give your mind enough time to focus and discipline, then you're not going to be good at it. So if you want to be at least decent as a trader, you got to give your mind the proper information. One thing I see here now is, look, shoulder, kind of head and a shoulder. Almost an Adam and Eve too there. That could start to break us to the downside. But only time will tell. We could go sideways and then still get a move on out. See if the 200 can come into price action. If the 200 can come into price action and we can go boom, right? So we have no choice but to watch this smaller time frame and just kind of see what happens on the 1 minute time frame. I mean, that's, like, I believe, the smartest move to be made right now. And even the 7 looks like it's getting ready for some type of bigger move to the upside. So I'm watching the 7 and the 1 until we see a substantial dump to 26.7, and then if we lose that, then we're coming back down to 20. Sorry, we move back down here to 27,720, and if we lose that, all the way back down to 27,200. It's crazy. I was just looking at the price, and my mom was like, "Dude, you're already talking about 27,200. Like, it's insane, man." Order books don't look short right now. Hey, you never know, right? You never know. So let's take a look here at BOOKMAP. What is BOOKMAP saying? BOOKMAP actually has a bigger red area right here that's closer. It says 28.5 is coming. And what is this level right here? 28.978. And what's this level here? 28.5. So BOOKMAP right now has a key area, a bubbling up positional area here. This is a BOOKMAP order block right here. BOOKMAP block. I've never done this before. It's funny, right? But that's a BOOKMAP block right there. And that's it. I'm pulling out all the stops. No, that's it. That's it. I won't do it, though, but I will do it. I'll put all the stops, but I won't do it. I won't do what you think I'll do, but I'll do it. All right. But so look at that BOOKMAP order block there. Bang. So I wouldn't be surprised if we tap that. Bing. And then froth out. Bing. And then that's kind of, we'll get a huge bearish div. Right? Because this we'll get a pump from here. And then this RSI to this RSI will swing down. Am I wrong? And we'll get 7-minute div. This will come all the way up. So watch, bear with me here. They're going to yoke it. Because a bunch of people are now building shorts. That's what they're doing. Because they're so right. Because they're like, you have to short now. After a big pump, you must short. Because that's their only strategy. After a big pump, you must short. There's no other way. You know what I mean? You got to short. No other way but to short. So with that being said, bang, bang, right? Boom. So I'm watching this sideways price action now. And there's a chance this continues to the upside as we got the liquidity. No guarantees, though. And I'm out for the trading for the night. I'm not making any trades. What price target is your top resistance line set at? It's right there, 28,956, 28,500. All right. And so let me move this up. This is the order block at 28.5. And I'll even grab this. You can grab these price notes and just stick them. Look, now no one has to ask. And if you want to play it real safe, 28,170 for a snipe. The second we lose this level, the point of control you're watching is 20 there. So if you can stay above 27,900, really, right? The point of control, or we can get back above it, 27,950. We can, go sideways and get a pump to this bullish order block at 28.5. If we lose this and start to hang down in here, and you get stuck to 27.7, you're likely to drop to 27.2. All right. 1 hour still has some momentum. 4 hours, attempting to say it's a wrap. But I'm going to keep this time frame on the 7-minute. This on my Bybit spot, and then what we'll do is we'll make another chat for like the 4 hour, right? Because I like to see two things at once. So like what I'll do is I'll grab this. I'll even duplicate this. I'll put it up on another screen. And so I got Bitcoin on the 7 just at all times, up on a top monitor. I have 6 monitors at all times on my, I don't think 8. Some guys have 8 or 9. I think 6 is all you need. I mean, any more than 6 is like a little bit unmanageable at one point. You can only really see so many at one point, but 6 really works. As a streamer too, it's good to have like a selection of different monitors to kind of back you up. Like one I can have the chat on if I want to check out the chat, right? So, was there anything news related to start the pump? After all them stops get right above the high. Everyone always wants this news-related stuff, but I say show me the charts and I'll show you the news. Like, my charts, like, I don't even read the news. I'm always in the charts, and somehow I know where the price is. I don't know, but somehow the probabilities of what the TA says play out, So I do what the charts convey to do, and we end up in the money. So all I can say is just to kind of, we listen to what the charts tell us to listen to, and they give us the probabilities. Right? And with those probabilities, we're able to figure out what's cracking. What a move. I'm still just in complete shock of what went on. It was just amazing. What a move. What a move. So here we stand. And I just like to look at the 4 hour. So I got Bybit spot chilling. I'm just like, and this is so, if you look at the 4 hour, you're like, all right. We broke some key support. Can we stay there? If we don't, we're coming back to this. You're coming back to the zone, really, somewhere between here and here. And it's good to have little and big perspective. So I can stare at the 7. But in my mind, I'm like, all right. And then pull a fib here and back. All right. 618 golden pocket interacts with these two candles right here. So, and that's 27,400. Bang, right? So now I know, like, and if the 786, another level I might want to take a look at is 27,264. So now I got the 786 locked in, and I know that the price action has to come back to the 21 SMA. And it's pretty deep, so it tells me they'll likely connect somewhere around here too as well. So that's the most likely scenario at this point. But I'm willing to give the smaller time frames in case we cook. You know, do I open up a trade on it right now on a Sunday night after winning? No, there's no reason to do that. You know, I suffered through the risk for 2-3 days straight and I won. I don't need to be in more risk yet. I can kind of square myself away and start back at square one. Take this $5 grand to $10 grand and keep it moving, you know? So shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and I love you all. And I thank you for jumping on into the live. Let's take a look at the super chats here. We're going to take a look at the ES1 S&P futures and see, too, if they also got a bounce or if they're kind of scallywagging around. So what I see here for the S&P is the 4-hour wants to come back down, but as long as the 4-hour can make a higher low, we are in the money. So here you have the low. And remember, very strong bullish div here. Likely your bottom. All right. Last time you had bullish div like that, you got a secondary bounce here as well for the S&P. So, and let's look here. So you broke out. Yes, you would have to kind of include that. So you have some hardcore resistance at 4391 and 4374. Gonna have to break those areas. You do not want to make a low lower than 4282. You do that, we're gonna be in. You're gonna end up in some deep end trouble there. So let's take a look at our daily time frame. Yeah, our daily's oversold and really wants to get a bounce here. Wouldn't be surprised if we're making a broadening falling wedge. Comes back up, retests, and we do one of these. We break up here, we come back down, and then this thing moons. And then also is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that can really get them cooking on. So, but again, if we lose this level, we'll start to drop, and, things can change. And I'm open-minded, and then we'll have to come and tussle with the low here of 42.15, and then we'll talk about that area. But until then, I do see a move to the upside for the S&P futures because of the strong 2-day daily oversold behavior here on the stochastics and the RSI. All right. And yeah. And we just want to see this reversal though, right? 1 hour also, this is a shoulder ahead. You make a right shoulder here, you know. So we'll be watching these time frames. We want to see the 1 hour make a move here and get above this 200 SMA. Is that going to happen? Let's take a look at the smaller time frames to see if we can get a move on that. Like Bitcoin really just broke out as the inverted head and shoulder we called, remember on the, but there's a bit of a cup and handle there, right? Let's see if the Sammy Cup and Handy magic can get us out of this. Like just complete, absolute voodoo, But that's a cup and handle. And, you desperately need a break back above this. Otherwise, you're double topping. So tomorrow morning is going to be big. As the S&P futures open, you start to get this move up. And we're going to see kind of what happens here. You got to get a break back above. You still got a gap here. It tells me that we can still continue to get up to 43.72. So I could see the shorts getting squeezed in the morning on the S&P. Let's take a look at the NQ. E-mini futures on the CME. Similar scenario. You're in the, we had this falling wedge. I called that. We got the pump. Beautiful move to the upside, right? Unbelievable, right? Came back down, though. So let's take a look. We never got to the target, but look, now we're hugging back above the 200 SMA, which is a really good sign. So we really want this target at 15,130, right? That's the area we're looking for hard. Now, we'll get rid of this inverted. We call that, I mean, that's nuts. But we saw this. We saw all this stuff. We saw the right shoulder before it even happened. I called the right shoulder on the NQ before it even happened, right? So let's take a look. Came up, then it retested, got the bounce, made a flag, continued to pump, came back down. So the whole thing I see is like this, something like this, like consolidating. And so we just want to see this do something like that. And then the NQ can make a nice move further to the upside. As long as the NQ stays above this resistance at 14,785, we are in smooth sailing territory. We go below 1785, fine. 14,785, fine. I'll be the first to kind of call for, that we got to be careful there. But right now, I see consolidation for the S&P before a bigger move. For the NQ before a bigger move up all the way to the top at 1450. So if I was in a long and I got in somewhere in one of these areas or the inverted, I would stay in that long. All right. 1 hour looks to move tomorrow morning as well. So see a little quick spike up, might get that rejection with the double top, and then we'll see from there. Same thing as the S&P, right? Hits this double top, comes up and down, and then if we can, and you have to take into account that you could be getting the shoulder, the head, and somewhat of a right shoulder here that could take you down. Just, you have to be open-minded. Staying above a 200 SMA would change the whole story too as well. If that continued down, price continued up, 200 ended up down here where the other moving averages got close, and then the 50 would cross the 200 somewhere there. You'd go sideways, you get a golden cross, boom, and I see that all happening. Then you have a gap in the VRVP. It's all setting up for a pretty nice move for the S&P. They're telling everyone to freak out. Recession's coming. They got everyone building shorts, so they're going to squeeze them. And I see this as a huge short squeeze coming in the markets in the next week or two. So remember that I said a big short squeeze coming for the NQ, and it's probably going to come somewhere between 4th, 5th, and 6th, Who knows, though, right? What do I know? I just called the reversal on the S&P, but you never know. Yeah, it's probably nothing. Probably not going to happen. Yeah. Forget about it. You should probably jump in those shorts. Anyway, let's take a look here at SFP, smooth, SafePal, right? So if you remember, I believe SafePal was something we were looking at here too that was also on Token Metricos, right? Token Metrics. And getting to SafePal somewhere right there at about 50 cents. It's now at 60 cents, a 20% gain. And we want 56, right, for the bigger move. Let's clean up this funky mess I got going on here. Let's take a look at here on the daily. So we have a nice, bounce here at 81 cents. We also have a nice resistance and bounce here too at 64 cents. And previous resistance becomes support at 54 cents as well for SafePal. All right. Let's take another look here at this diagonal trend to the upside. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Where do you see Bitcoin's price once the Bitcoin ETFs release? In front of me. Right in front of me. I look at it right here in front of me every day. Sorry. I mean, people. Come on, you gotta like that one, man. That was spot on, right? Man. Bitcoin's a pain. Got 'ems. got 'ems. Dad jokes. Oh man, you guys are too much. You guys are too much. I love y'all. Okay, hey Lifer, do you get any mysterious money in your Coinbase account? I did any. It doesn't say where it was. I don't know what you're talking about, man. No, not me, man. Okay, we love you more. Shout out to Barber Trader Joe. Burn, yep. Just ate Taco Bell. That was, that's gonna hurt tomorrow. All right, SafePal getting ready for a big move. It really is. It's got this, that backwards kind of, it's got that kind of double bouton, hidden inside. And then the shoulder head and the shoulder. Busted out the neckline. Previous resistance came support. It's doing just what Bitcoin just did. Bitcoin just did this, right? It had the hype right there, and it came back. And then Bitcoin got hype. It's a bit of a cup and handle here. Xiaomi cup and handle on SFP. Can it go all the way to the green monster? And so here we have it, SafePal looking beautiful. It's my next victim on the chats. Wait for it to come back and possibly, retrace. Let's take a look at our daily. Daily still wants to move. We could take that momentum. 4 hour to me must be kind of getting a little overbought. Yeah, so just wait for this to come, hang out with the 21, and then we're ready to rock, right? So yeah, I would wait for this to touch the 21-day moving average. I'll put an alert right here. But SafePal looks interesting to me. Let me check out its 3-day. Yeah, 3-day could flip and get another pump. And it's got this beautiful support and resistance flip. And it's making an ascending triangle. This thing is getting ready. Only a matter of time for a bigger pump. Yeah, it's going to be, I believe it's going to move up into the 80 cent region probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. That's what the charts convey to me. Who knows what I believe or think, but that's what the charts convey. All right. So I'm setting alerts on this puppy. This is like my next, looks like I can hold it for 2 to 3 weeks and make some nice gains. But again, you never know. I could dump to the downside and I could make no money too. There's no guarantees, but I like what I'm looking at here at SafePal. DeFi is starting to make a bit of a move. A lot of DeFi. MakerDAO, when MakerDAO starts to pump at the beginning, right? We're going to take a look at BTC in a second too as well. But I like SFP, and we'll show you better entries too. We're waiting for the 4 hour to come back down. We'll set alerts here on the 4 hour too as well. We don't play alerts on the stochastics, cross alerts on price. We got you. I got in on a penny. I only got a, yeah, exactly. Let's take a look at Solana on the market cap. Besides Bitcoin going up, no. Yeah, Bitcoin just went up, man. For me in my Coinbase account, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, boy. Got some Stellar Lumens, some Chainlink, just some of the essentials. Packing my essentials. SFP, baby. Yeah, Bitcoin's like, oh, there you go. See, Bitcoin's starting to drop now. This is why you watch the smaller time frames. They'll tell you what to do. Look, shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. See this? Ooh, come on back, man. Come on back now. Come on back now. Kind of shoulder, head, right shoulder. Kind of say there was some bearish div here. Double top. And now they liquidate. All right. And once you usually lose the 21... I wouldn't be surprised if this is something more like this now. because it usually goes all the way back to the 200. You know, wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin just drops back to 27.2 right now, all the way down. You know, kind of Bart Simpson style. At least to this 50 on the 7, and lightly the 200, which are both going to be somewhere like here and here. I'm learning. I called the double top at 28K at the beginning of the stream. D-Shuffle, you better come on the stream next time. We love you, brother. God bless you for jumping on in, man. Thank you so much for also sharing your insight and being excited about technical analysis. Like, when I hear you get excited that you called TA on a Sunday night, you're in the right place with the right people, right? Because that means you're focused and you're passionate about something that you love. And I'm excited to be here with you, and that's why I'm passionate about it, you know. I called this move for Solana many, many times. I kept talking about it. I had this drawn, and I went over it many, many times. All right. I had circled this area in the VRVP, likely because there was a big gap there, and gaps easily make you some money. So Solana now up about 30% since when I first put it out. Solana. Solanga. Right? And you'd be like, you didn't put that out. But when on 9/21, I said still bullish on the 3-day. All right. And I posted it to the trading group right here. It's clear as day. Timestamped at 10:01 p.m. Right. And I could even go there and say, jump to the trend. And this is the type of stuff you get in my trading group. And this is why people love my trading group. Because I'm obsessive compulsive and I look at all the different, and I'm sure I don't hit everything because there's so many coins. But I have an elite traders, 3 elite traders and me. That's 4 of us and many other people scanning the markets. Shout out to Stack. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to David Kendall. My whole team is stronger than a stone mason. It's back, man. I'm telling you right now, you could freaking stand on our backs. We can hold you down. But look at our trades. Look at Solana, bullish on the 3-day. And then look what happened to this thing. And we can go to the 3-day and show you. And the key thing about what I do too is when I show places to enter, it's like the key areas to get in, you know? And you'll go back and be like, wow, look, 3-day looked very good. Boom. Bring it right there. Boom. Shrink it down. Try to do the exact same thing it was doing. So watch. Before, after. 30% gains. Before, after. 27.7 on a wick, up to 31% gains. And it's likely going to pump all the way to 200 SMA into this point of control. Solana, baby, on its way to some big upside. And it's really also in an ascending triangle here, look. Which is a bullish pattern. And that has a bigger measured move. The back end here. And so a lot of altcoins are starting to get pretty peppy. It's like there might be a little bit of a bull run here, a little mini pre-halving run here. Not to get too excited about, but a little October run. Solana looks like it could get busy here. So just be careful. You know, 95% gains possibly coming out of Solana. All right. So, and we gave the call, you know, 10 days ago, 11 days ago, 9/21, you know, big charts with big, you know, giant market caps, billions of dollar market caps. You need to be in the trade for at least 5 to 6 days to make big money on a big market cap coin, unless you're going to, you know, hit it with the leverage. You're going to trade it with spot, you know, unless you wanted to do the helium boys. Hey, the helium boys, thank you. Is that what you meant? You're a magician, Sam. God bless you, Barbara Trader Joe. Guys, let's take a look at GFAL, my baby. Games for a living. Trip Hawkins. This thing's just been consolidating and looks like it may want to go parabolic. Let's wait. We got to wait out this 1 hour pullback. We got to wait out this 4 hour pullback. Get rid of that little flag that it didn't fully play out yet. But it looks like it's coming back down, you know, to the bottom of the channel. That's fine. No problems. We just want to see it start to go sideways. This is a key level of support we don't want to lose for GFAL. 2-3. We lose 2-3. Look for some, to get into more downside. We come up here, can accumulate before a bigger move, right? I see a possible parabola coming like Naka did and some other these other coins. They've been knocking on the door and banging on these parabolas. So Naka, unbelievable what Naka's done. So boom, boom, boom. Cardano, let's go, baby. KNC would be an awesome, please. Hello from down under. God bless you, brother. Bitcoin go down to the downside. Down. No worries, man. And you could be doing you could still be doing some type of bullish rectangle here. It's not always, you never know. You never know. Okay, OP I've been short on, right? They're supposed to have a token unlock, and that's why I believe there's going to be a dump on them, right? But look, they pumped hard, right? Stop loss still has not been hit, right? Since the trade, really, only a little bit of a tiny bit lost. Like, gun at 132, it's at 140, and you're still overbought on this daily. 22 says you're cooked too. But the smaller time frame had a nice flag there, see? Chance we still get this pump. Altcoins beginning to wake up. Let's take a look at Bitcoin total 3. The market cap of all of cryptocurrencies, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can see it's in that same flag that we just saw. But we did get the pump. Look at this. We call this inverted head and shoulder in the breakout. This little flag in the breakout. Bit of a Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. Yeah, baby, yeah. That was funny. How do you see Bitcoin after the ETF halving? On my computer screen. I don't know why. That's just, there's nothing better than a simple joke, right? Like, it doesn't get better than that, Like an effortlessly simple joke. You're just like, I remember, one day I was like, my name's Sam. He's like, I knew this dude named Terry, and he was joking with me. He was drinking around. I was young, and he was trying to clown me. And he's like, oh, Sam. He's like, your name's Sam or Samantha, and his name was Terry. And there's women named Terry, right? And I'll actually love the name. So if your name's Terry, we love you. I don't care. I just think this is the funniest joke. So he's looking at me and he's like, is your name Sam or Samantha, bro? And I was like, okay, Terry. I don't even have to do Sam or Samantha. I just thought it was funny. I was like, all right, Terry. Yeah. I was like you already have a girl's name. You had to change my name to make a girl's name. You already had a girl's name. So he's like, are you Sam or Samantha? I was like, all right, Terry. I don't know. You guys put out things. You had to be there. It's one of those, Injection is something that's interesting. So look for total 3 to stay above the zone. And all coins are just going to continue to get hot. I'm telling you right now. People that were buying the low, we bought Cardano at the low. We may have bought the bottom of Cardano. Terry was my old grandmother name. Funny. Roasted Terry. You guys are funny. I'm going to take profits from my storage and join your group. See you guys in the next day or two. God bless you, Aaron F. We love you. So total market cap looks good. And also, look, we got an Adam and Eve here. Double bottom on the altcoins. Let's actually be official about it. But I'm looking at and calling here a bit of an Adam and Eve. Double bottom on the altcoins. And that is a very deadly pattern. I shouldn't say that's an amazing pattern that can really pump your socks off to the upside. All right. So look for a pullback, of course. We had a beautiful run. Look for a little bit of a pullback. We got above a major resistance, $330 billion. Let's stay above it. All right. On our way to $1 trillion market cap. We got this gap here. Altcoins are on their way to 350. About another $15 billion are coming into the altcoins. I'm telling you right now, that's what this is saying. Let's play the VRVP. Let's keep our heads about us. Let's keep our wits about us. And let's go, baby. Adam and Eve double bottom to the upside on the altcoins, on the bigger time frames, on the total market cap. So there you have it. Let's take a look at our DXY. What's happening with the Dixie? All right. We want a reversal for the Dixie. What's happening? What are you doing, Dixie? Are you going to help out the cause? You're going to try to pump with Bitcoin and try to play games and placate. Make it act like it's not happening on the Dixie, you know. So here, the daily is pointing to the downside. The 3-day chart suggests that the Dixie is just so overbought that it's only a matter of time till it comes back down. So if we zoom in here, you can see, and if you look at the candles on the Dixie right now, I mean, that's an indecision doji, and we're going to get a tweezer top here. 2 days and 22 hours. Let's see how this candle closes, but we want to move back to the downside here. Resistance back down for the Dixie. I drew this because if it goes sideways and starts to make some type of symmetrical triangle, there's a chance it does break out. So I'm open-minded to give it that chance, you know, but we don't like that. 22-hour also resetting, suggesting that it may go more sideways. I would like way more of a dump there. 12-hour wants to reset. Interesting. So after Bitcoin's pump here, we may get a pullback for Bitcoin. You know, the 1 hour, let's see what the 1 hour does right now on the Dixie. It says it can pull back for us, which is nice. So I'm going to get rid of this projection line. We don't really need it right now. And what I'm watching is this rising wedge, you know. You can see it kind of hitting these levels. And I want to, what we desire is this to do a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Love it if we got stalled out here on the 1 hour and started to flow back down. Bearishly retested and then continued this move, right? Super chats, XNA, Adam and Eve, bullish div, GF Burke in the house, XNA, USDT, Nuria on CoinX. Never heard of it. Let's take a look here. Like neurology AI or something. So it had a beautiful double bottom. You see that? And then it's coming back down to kind of retest the neckline area. Kind of an Adam and Eve there, retesting. So we came back down to the golden pocket Fibonacci level. We could fall down to the 786 if we lose this level. I would look for a nice buy zone, or if they try to go after the stop losses here for a slight move down. Sorry, a slight move back down. Yoink. Otherwise, a breakout and a retest. So I'd look to buy here or there. You're kind of in the structured zone of high risk, but it could make some gains as well. Bit of a kind of a cup and handle resisting, but one or two areas. This looks like the buy zone to me if it's in for a long-term haul or even a swing trade. And I see a pretty big move coming out of this, possibly all the way back to 0.0005 from 3, which would be about, what, 60%, because 2 of 3 is 60. So if I move this up, I should get about 60, I guess 33%. So it's 3, oh yeah, it's 4. So it's 4 to 5 because it's 3.9. So you get 1 out of 4, which is, yeah, and a little under that. So yeah, about a little over 25, so about 33% gains there. It looks interesting. XNI, Neura AI. All right, moving forward, let's take a look at BTC, USDT. And there's really nothing else to say, right? Y'all know what I'm looking at. We're just watching this price action, big and small. And, you know, you're likely going to get some type of pullback. And we got all the levels to watch for Bitcoin. All right. Everyone, thank you for watching tonight. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'll hit the bell for notifications. You hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when we post our next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much from my producers, from my whole team, from my whole entire graphics department, from every single person that helps out, pump out the content every single day. One last thing we're going to do is pump out the news for you, which the people that I was like, yo, the content. And then we're out of here for the day. See if there's any news that did maybe get out there today. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do the Crypto Lifer Show. Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. and Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is the beautiful weekly candle close, and we're going to break it down right now and show you what's happening, a 3 to 5 minute news segment to break down fintech, Web3, crypto, and finance, all wrapped up into a cool little yarn. Let's look at it now. Google Cloud, now a Polygon Matic network validator, nearly a year and a half after unveiling same service for Solana. So Google Cloud is now a validator for Matic and the Solana. This is a pretty big deal. It's only a matter of time till the biggest tech giants started dipping their hands into blockchain. If you don't have your hands into Matic, I believe, but you do whatever makes you whatever you want. Radix Babylon upgrade marks new era for Web 3.0 user and developer experience. XRD, I got myself a bag. I had a bag of it before. It was taken from me in the horrible hack of that 3 commas idea, but Radix, man, I definitely have myself a bag of Radix. I like it, just to disclose, and I think that's some big news coming out of eRadix as well. Banking giant to terminate accounts en masse based on physical address. Says move is irreversible. London-based lender Barclays says it plans to terminate the accounts of thousands of British citizens who are currently residing outside the U.S. kingdom. The bank says it's contracting expatriates living outside the UK about the coming closure of their savings or current accounts. It says all customers must have acceptable UK address or else the lender will permanently shutter their accounts. Your address must be in one of the countries, England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland. We can't accept a P.O. box. So, they're cracking down on people that keep an account somewhere but kind of don't live there for whatever reason. Things are starting to get funky in the banking world. Chainlink secures partnership with $670 trillion bank as Sergey Nazarov says Swift project going very well. I always thought Chainlink was going to be pretty big. I mentioned it earlier on the live stream. Having a bag of it is key. And Chainlink, teaming up with leading giant Australia and New Zealand banking group ANZ, and this is a big deal. The case study demonstrated that ANZ issued stablecoins could be transferred cross-chain via CCIP to purchase natural-based assets. So you have Google validating clouds. You have banks using Chainlink. 2 to 3 more years from now, Swift getting taken over by blockchain, and Swift was the entire way the world sent money, the way the entire world sent money. So this is a big deal. If you don't see how this is actually some of the biggest news I've ever seen, changing the frontier and the front lines of finance and cryptocurrency, because they're becoming one. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this news segment. I'm as excited as you are to bring it to you as you are to hear it. Please watch my show every single day, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I can't wait to bring you more segments like this and to keep you on your toes with technical analysis and amazing ideas and new coins every day. God bless you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. One take Sammy at it again. God bless everybody here. I love you. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you on the flip side. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., bright and early, we're going to start a whole new week, Monday, all the way to Sunday yet again. I don't know how we do it, but we do it every single week. May God keep me healthy and safe for this week. Thank you for keeping me healthy and safe for the last week. I don't know how we make it all these days, but God, you provide me with the health and the energy every single day. May I continue to get it. Please pray for Robin. He's been in the hospital in and out with some gastro. We don't know exactly. He didn't say, but it's something with intestines or something. He's home now. May he make it back to his show. We love him. We miss him. And I just wish him health and happiness too as well. So everyone say a prayer for my man, Robin. And God bless everybody. He's on Sin City Crypto. And God bless everybody here. If anything's happening to you and your family members, may everything be okay and your family be well. So thank you, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow for a wonderful live stream. God bless.